Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Loki. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 3 of season 2 of Loki. The only direction I can possibly see this heading is that we need to find Kang / He Who Remains because we need his aura. Although OB was talking about Miss Minutes, so I don't know if Miss Minutes can help us with this, but she has been MIA. I actually enjoy Miss Minutes. It's like this quirky character that I didn't expect, and I enjoy. So I would really like to see Miss Minutes again. Maybe not her trying to manipulate, but you know, just being quirky. I'd really appreciate that. But I feel like we are going to head through time to find He Who Remains. I feel like people have said the name Victor Timely, which I think we saw at the end of... I wanted to say the Multiverse of Madness. It's Quantumania. So I think that's the scene at the end with him and Mobius and Victor Timely, because there was the other scene with all the Kangs. We might be going there too. That doesn't look good either. Yeah. I would like to travel through time. I would like to figure that out. I don't know what Brad is up to, but it's really funny that I was like, X5's got to go. And then I was like, I like Brad. Like, he's still a douche. But, like, the actor that portrayed him and the character himself just was, like, he was the standout of the last episode. To where I really think OB was the standout character of the first episode. Brad was the standout character of the second episode. We also saw that Sylvie had He Who Remains Tempad. Even though it's not a Tempad, I thought it was like it was a really fancy looking bracelet, like Kintsugi or whatever it is looking. But she still has that. Everyone was quick to tell me she can't change anything in time. She can't go back and fix anything. All of the timelines that were eliminated by Docs, they're gone. Mass murderer Docs. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I get having one main timeline, but I also don't know how you contain all the branches, because OB is trying to... It looked like he was still trying to use the extractor, but like he wants to build something to help contain the rest of the timelines. And Casey was really excited to meet him. He was like the celebrity in the TVA. And I feel like those two working together would just make phenomenal television. So I'm all for it. OB and Casey together is just... it's what we need. So there's a couple things that we need, though. Is He Who Remains aura. I don't even know what that means. Is that like a retina scan, but it's like an aura scan? What the hell is an aura? Besides, like, you have a pink aura or you have a yellow aura, and like there's anger in you or something like that. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing it's just an identifying marker somehow, some way. Password, passcode, thumbprint. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But guys, I'm super excited to get into this episode. The deeper we get, I think, the more juice we're going to find, and I'm ready to get juicy. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Trying to jam with it. It's not really working. I mean, I like it. It's a Marvel theme, but... that's some look in Chicago. How far are we going back? I've been very impressed with their set designs. This one as well. Hey, girl. 1868. On the Sacred Timeline. Okay.
Where is she?
Is she looking for Miss Minutes? Oh, there she is.
First things first, do you have it? Oh, bless your heart.
What does she have?
Get back, someone will see you. You don't exactly blend in. Better.
No, yes, I like it.
This package, that window.
Is that the TVA book? Tempad?
When he's back where he belongs, you and I will be right by his side.
Oh, is this a young Victor Timely? Yeah, I thought it was the TVA book. Ooh. I like the music to this beginning. Sounds epic, like something important just happened.
I don't know.
Well, how much time do we have?
It's stable right now, but the branches stocks are growing back.
That's a good sign, right? I mean, for people?
We need to scale the loom's capacity to manage all those new branches. Otherwise, it will fail,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the TVA will be destroyed.
We can hack into the system.
Really? Oh, that is such a relief.
No, I'm wondering.
Yeah. Poor Obi got excited.
Okay, we got a hit on the temp pad right here.
Looking
Chicago,
good.
1868 to the same spot, 1893. Why would you go to the same place twice?
To see somebody who's older. Oof.
This can't be the same place.
How could I?
World Fair, right?
Chicago World's Fair.
Yeah.
1893.
Liberty Bell makes debut on 4th of July. Ghost Clock continues to haunt the Midway.
Yeah, Ghost Clock.
What?
Look familiar?
What do you call that? Breadcrumb. Exactly.
I'm loving the costumes in that era.
Pavilions, the Cracker Jack concession stand is a high traffic area. The fact that it's tasty is just a bonus.
This has to be a joke.
Does it make you a little homesick?
It's a crass generalization. I mean, he could reduce an entire culture down to a simple diorama. That's poverty of imagination. I mean, why'd they include Boulder? No one's even heard of him.
Sure they have. Balder the Brave.
I haven't heard of him.
You know, sometimes I forget that you're one. Helps my mind.
Aww. Oh, Mobius is such a good friend.
It wasn't that tall. Mobius, look.
Temporal. That can't be a coincidence.
That's where we'll find Renslayer.
Yep. Victor Timely. Oh, I'm just dying for the set design. Oh, this is exciting.
Time is everything.
Why is he speaking that way?
We can shape it. Ladies and gentlemen.
What? You made him sound like this terrifying figure.
He was actually kind of sweet when you met him, too.
And just what would you know about the future, boy?
More than you might think.
He's got a whole manual about it.
Look where we are. I mean, does he really look like he's about to conquer all of time?
I mean, he's got the tip thingy. Oh, God. Loom.
And gathering it into fine threads of power, which it then weaves into elegant ropes of voltage.
Is Victor Timely semi-insane? It seems like it.
Because all science is fiction until it's fact!
He's got a point.
Welcome to the future, my friend!
Jonathan Majors is awesome.
And his ore is the only thing that can get us access to the loom. And who knows what else he can do.
He seems a little off, though. I'd worry.
You give me the patent rights, and I'll facilitate production.
I don't do partners. Excuse me, Thank you for coming.
He's off. He's weird. He's quirky. I like him.
Perhaps $500 would conclude the bidding.
I'll give you 6.
7.
So little.
8.
$850.
$1,000. I suggest you take it.
Renslayer, you gonna say something?
I believe we have a deal.
Okay.
Hey, clown, you stepped on my foot.
Aw. Or did he pay him to say something?
How about we settle this outside?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Gently.
Come on.
The amazing Loki, everyone!
I enjoy it.
These trousers don't work.
Councilman, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what are they supposed to do?
Taller to me.
Did he shrink himself?
Perhaps I could come by next week.
Fine.
He literally just crouched down a little bit. That's hilarious.
Your inventions are fake! Timely!
Excuse me.
Fooled me.
We got you now, Timely! There's no escape from this garage!
He's gonna get off of it. Bye.
Turns out we have something even better than Miss Minutes. We have a He Who Remains variant. We can use his temporal aura.
Yeah, he'll definitely want to go to the TVA.
You're clearly really good at getting away. We have that in common. Sylvie!
Oh,
we know.
okay, yep.
Stay out of this. Get out of my face and let me finish the job.
Oh.
But if the loom fails and the TVA is destroyed, there won't be a life to go back to. And we can't fix it without him.
I have anxiety.
You haven't got a clue, have you?
Jeez.
I can't let him live.
Oh boy. Yep, run. Now we're running from... Now we're running from Sylvie.
Miss Minutes? Yeah. This is your moment.
Ah. Oh, that brings me joy.
So, did you like my performance back there? Ooh.
Bravo. A bit creepy,
Thank you.
but our hero.
That is why you need me by your side. I'll keep you safe.
And the two of you work for the TVA.
Well, even before the TVA
Miss
or
Minutes.
her, you created me. I'm here because I know what a great man you can become.
Wow. Miss Minutes is kind of in love with him, huh?
Pack it up. Let's go.
It's at my lab across the lake.
Lake.
You'll love it. It's like the Caribbean of
Across
the Midwest.
The lake? Like Lake
No,
Michigan?
just say Peter Chan. My lab is in Wisconsin.
Go, go, go.
That's... What lake is that across, then?
He's mine! Rat bags!
Go ahead.
I beg your pardon.
Okay.
He's all yours!
The music that they're playing. It just sounds like shenanigans.
Anything?
Nothing. Okay, I'll have B-15 run a trace.
This way.
Nice. I just like Miss Minutes just hanging out.
Dropped into my life by some divine hand. I've never found out who. You.
Yes.
I was gonna say Miss Minutes is gonna want credit.
You brought it to him the way the postman brings the post. We both know whose plan it was.
Miss Minutes' jealousy is just hilarious.
You know, Victor, I'm starting to see the man you'll become.
Appreciate that.
Oh, poor Miss Minutes.
Ivona.
I have high hopes for this partnership.
He doesn't do partnerships. Yeah. That little smirk. She said the wrong thing. Oh! Sure did! He just got rid of her. Damn! That is cold.
You heard her, Victor. Partnership. You had to do it. Bye.
Why do I enjoy Miss Minutes so much? She's such a vindictive little clock, isn't she?
I have a seat, float. Just be a minute.
Oh, take your time.
Yeah, I got all those clocks up there.
This is it. The culmination of my life's work.
What is it?
It might be smart to lay low for a while. We made quite the ruckus back there.
Interesting. Why? Why would she want to lay low?
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I was worried that you wouldn't come with me. That you liked Ravona better than me.
I don't think that's what it was about.
Each night we played chess and talked.
A loyal friend.
More than friends. The war, the TVA. But there was one whim you never allowed me.
Oh, yeah?
Why didn't you allow me a real body?
Well, that wasn't me.
Oh, are you gonna give her a real body?
With all your powers and all your abilities, you just kept me as your thing.
Oh, those angry eyes are getting angrier.
Toy. Instead of what I could have been. Your girl. Victor, what are you doing? Put that down. Don't do this. We're a team. You need me. I love you.
She was gonna say, I love you? Dang. Oh my.
It's very dangerous. Clearly, I made a mistake.
Typical dude.
So from now on, I'm the one in charge. Are we clear?
The original pruner. Good grief.
But someone has to keep track of the big picture here.
You have no idea what it takes. Did you happen to notice? The second I left, everything crumbled. I'm the only one who can bring stability to the TVA because that's what I've been doing, thanklessly, for eons.
I don't know about the only
When will
one.
you learn? All that matters is order versus chaos. I'm order.
No.
I honestly don't know what I want to have happen. Because obviously we need a He Who Remains to save the TVA to bring all the branches back together. But if she kills him, then we need a different one.
Please. I haven't done anything.
Oh, you will.
Yet.
You'll do terrible things.
I'm not the man you think I am.
How about it, Sylvie? Give him a chance?
Get him out of here.
She's got such a good heart. She fights it, but she's got a good heart.
Leave her to me.
Oh, yeah. You gotta let her go, Mobius. She didn't care to help you.
If you're gonna kill me, just do it.
Oh, no.
She's not gonna kill you.
1,000 times.
That's what you want. A seat at the end of time. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh. Oh. The dead variant is still there. Well, I guess he isn't a variant. He's the OG. Oh. He's been there a while.
Love you. Darn. It was foolish of him to make an enemy out of someone who knows all his secrets. I know a really
that'll be a problem.
big one about you. I
Do
can
tell.
tell you, but it's gonna make you real angry.
I want to know. Miss Minutes, Mischief Maker. Ha ha. Okay. Miss Minutes is back. I enjoy her thoroughly. It just like makes me happy that she is an animated character that very much is like she's involved. And the fact that she like wants to be a body, she wants to have a body, and she wants to be with He Who Remains. Definitely, that's typical, I think, of AI, that they, they want to be a real boy. They want a body. But I feel like if she got a body, she'd probably be a little unstoppable. But see, that's where it is. If she had a body, she'd be easier to kill or get rid of. But the fact that she is a program, she can get sucked back into the tempad. So I feel like I'm not sure which way to go with that. But I thoroughly enjoy Tara Strong, and I thoroughly enjoy Miss Minutes. And I liked both iterations, both the orange and the white, the old-timey clock, and then, of course, the Miss Minutes that we're used to. And the expression of emotion that's on her face when she is, listening to the conversations between Renslayer and Victor, and like her huffs, her puffs, her scoffs, all of that. But like the way her eyes change, the way it flickers when she's white, when she's orange, she's very steadfast. But when she's an old-time clock, there's a flicker to it. But like watching her smirk, as soon as Renslayer said partnership, I was like, well, he doesn't do partnerships. So, and you just saw the smirk come across her face. Like, she's very expressive for a little animated clock. I look forward to more of her. Now, definitely Victor going back to the TVA. I have no doubt that, him and Ouroboros are going to have a conversation. If you had said, like, who do you think we're going to pair together in the future? I don't think I would have said Ki Kwan and Jonathan Majors. But those are two really amazing actors that are going to be in the same scene with each other. And while, like, I feel like the show has made a couple characters that I don't like, and it's not even that I don't like them, like, oh, I don't want them in here anymore. It's like, I don't like them because I'm not supposed to like them, but then at the same time, they make you like them. Brad, for example, and then now Victor Timely, where I was just like, he's off. He seems weird. Like, oh, but like maybe he's just a bumbling kind of foolish kind of guy, or, and then I was like, well, maybe he just has a stutter, but he seems like very dramatic, and his timing is weird when he talks. So it's just like, I was kind of like, he's very interesting. And then I was like, is he crazy? No, he's just interesting. Is he weird? But is that wrong? And the more and more we got from Victor Timely, the more and more I was like, do I like Victor Timely? Now I don't know. Like, I don't hate him. I don't know if I could trust him fully. I don't know if if we should be trusting him. I don't know if we should be taking him to the TVA. I don't know if he's got something nefarious that he has planned, like that's from the book that he saw. I don't know. But like, from what I can say, from what I've seen, is that I think he's a little kooky. I think he's a little off his rocker. I think that he wants to do great things. I don't know if I can 100% trust him in the TVA. I don't think he'll get free reign. I think he'll have lots of eyes on him. But the fact that he's the key to the temporal loom, being able to expand to, I guess, control the other branches, or just stop the other branches from branching. Not quite sure what that's going to do, but it definitely will be interesting to watch all of those characters together. Like I said, Jonathan Majors and Ki Kwan, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In a television show? What? This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm looking forward to that a lot. Now, it was good to get more from Renslayer. I definitely thought for sure that Sylvie was going to be like, you're going to tell me everything that I need to know about why I was taken from my universe or from my timeline. I thought for sure. I didn't think she'd actually kick her to the end of time. Unfortunately, with the corpse of He Who Remains, which I called him a variant, and I know he's not a variant. He's the OG. Or is he a variant? Who's actually the OG? I don't know. I feel like he is, but I could also be wrong. But, now she's with Miss Minutes, and of course Miss Minutes can travel about wherever she wants, but apparently she's got a secret about Renslayer, about He Who Remains in Renslayer. And definitely, when Miss Minutes says, like, that she has all of his secrets, ooh, that's scary. Ooh, like, when she gets mad, she gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna be great. But I love the set design in this, the way that they kind of played with, 1800s music. I don't know if it's a pipe organ or if it's an accordion. It could be both, but I like that they were playing around with that music a little bit, kind of a Laurel and Hardy kind of feel to it. I will say that the set design and the costume design in this episode was fantastic. It was phenomenal. Round of applause for that. But I will say timing in this show, sometimes it feels like they have brought you to a complete stop of momentum, and then they just kind of take their sweet time delivering the lines. And sometimes it's distracting to me, but then sometimes I feel anxiety from it. And I think that that's what it's supposed to do. I think that the timing that they have in this show is very erratic sometimes. And sometimes it's like high speed, we're chasing people, we're going through crowds, we're going on the Ferris wheel. And then the conversation just stalls on the Ferris wheel. And I think it's meant to make you feel like you're going at 1,000 miles per hour and then you come to a dead stop. And that's something that I can kind of appreciate about it. I don't necessarily like it, but I can appreciate that. And I think that that's what they're trying to do with the story, is actually control time. It's very interesting. I don't know if anyone else feels that way or if it's just me, but I definitely felt like there was something being played with time-wise. Now, obviously, Renslayer and Mobius, Mobius, he is really good at reaching out and extending a hand of peace, friendship, partnership, just let's just work together for the sake of the TVA, and let's not undo all of existence. And Renslayer is very much like, I was cleaning up your messes before, and I was the one that was holding this whole thing together. I don't know if that was true, but if she doesn't work with him, then it will all fall apart. I think the end game for both of them was to get Victor Timely back to the TVA. So I don't really know what her problem was, other than the fact that she'd have to go back to the TVA, and she's a criminal, so they probably would have arrested her. But either way, if they went back, she's still at the TVA, and there's still that chance. So confused. And maybe they have to go into the future somewhere. I don't know, that one thing of Loki being pruned from behind and Sylvie in the elevator, I still don't know when that takes place and how far in the future. Questions, lots of questions. And I get Sylvie wanting to kill him, but that's just assuming that every single variant of He Who Remains is evil or bad. Now, I know we saw a whole arena full of them, and they are definitely the ones causing shenanigans all over the place. But I don't know about Victor Timely. I would say that they're all just born bad and they're all just a bad seed, but I don't know if that's true. I think maybe they might be a man that if they're tempted with power, that they don't make the best decision with it. Or, I think He Who Remains was doing the best he could. I don't know why Loki's couldn't have just been left alone. I mean, I guess because they caused too much havoc, but I just think of all the Lokis that were there at the end of time, and that's just sad. I think all the Lokis have a reason to want to get rid of He Who Remains and all of his variants. I think that they have a very valid reason. Or maybe I'm just on their side because I know them. I don't know. And we had scenes with Loki, but I feel like this episode definitely was Victor Timely and Renslayer's episode, and Miss Minutes. Don't forget about Miss Minutes. She'll get very jealous and she will wreak havoc on everybody. But it was definitely a Victor Timely Renslayer episode. And I'm looking forward to see what happens in the future, especially with Miss Minutes knowing some secrets about He Who Remains and what they could be looking at against those two with those secrets. Everyone back at the TVA. And I'm kind of curious to see how Victor Timely deals with the TVA and having the technology available to make everything happen and work, like maybe there's a new invention he can come up with. I know that there was like something that he had in his hand that he said, this is like the culmination of like my entire life, my life's work. And I don't know what it was. He undid the thing and there was like gears and it looked familiar. I don't know if I've seen that before, if I'm just making that up. But I don't know what that little thing equals for the TVA and the temporal loom. And I'm still curious of what the hell a temporal aura is. I don't know if it's just his presence, the light that shines from within. Like I said, sometimes they use terms that I'm just like, I feel like that should be obvious, but I'm having a hard time with it. Oh, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't confused. Now, I don't know where Sylvie's going to go. If she's going to go back to McDonald's or she's going to go to the TVA and she's going to help. I really think her going back to the TVA and keeping an eye on Victor Timely is actually the best idea. I don't want her to kill him. I want to know more about him, but maybe we'll find out that killing him would have been the best idea. I mean, as it unfolds, we have 3 more episodes, so kind of like seeing who Victor Timely is and ultimately what type of man he is. I mean, I know that we have the King dynasty coming up, and I don't know if he perpetuates that and like it causes a problem, or if he's able to keep something at bay so we can get other movies out. I don't know, but definitely looking forward to that. But guys, if you want to watch full length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. But I will be back here next week for episode 4. As usual, I just love this show. It's so different than any other Marvel show or movie or any iteration, really any other show besides Severance. We got a lot of comparisons to Severance. If you haven't watched Severance, I highly recommend it. It's nothing like this, but at the same time, it's very thought-provoking. I love that show. I can't wait for season 2 to come out. And this one is just, I ask more questions than I think I have things answered. And I love that. And it's not predictable. Like I figured Miss Minutes and Victor Timely were coming simply because I didn't know where else we could go other than to find a variant of He Who Remains. But didn't guess Miss Minutes was in love with him. And that Renslayer was kind of falling a little bit, and he wants nothing to do with it. Both of them were kind of like, pick me, choose me, love me. And he's like, I work alone. So, but OB might be the one that could break that. It might be a bromance, a brotherhood, or enemies made in time. Who knows? So guys, come back here next week for episode 4. In the meantime, I'll see ya.